Well, folks, it's another day. We want to come out here and show you all of our plants that we planted that you watched us put in these 6-packs. Now I got proof that is not beer, that's for plants. I also want to show you these onions that we're going to plant today. We got them from the Steel Plant Company, and I know why they call it that, because it was a steel. So they're a good company. They got very good onions. We buy them from them every year. So today you can come along with us. We'll put these in the ground and get them started on their way. So come along with us. Well, folks, we brought you back out here to High Tunnel where we'll be planting plants today, but we want to show you what we planted and how far they come along. We got radishes here. I'm going to pull one. I know it's too little yet, but I just want to show you how fast they grow. It's that big already. These are your French blend, and they're really, really, really mild radishes. They don't get hot like your white top radishes. And down here's our lettuce. I believe in another 4 or 5 days, 4 days, we'll be cutting that, making salad out of it already. We planted these the 1st of March, the same time we started our plants. And just want to show you the benefit of having a high tunnel. Right now it's like 34 degrees outside and it's 70 in here. So that just shows you what a great difference it makes. So come along, I'll show you the rest of this stuff. This is our bed of turnips. As you can see, we have mostly a whole bed here, except just a few of my green onions that I bought a year ago, last April. I threw them in the refrigerator out in the shop, and some of them were still good, so I went ahead and planted them. Just a handful, but kept them that long, a full year. Then we'll go over here. I want to show you this so you understand that you just don't put seeds in the ground and you forget about it. These are our peas. You got to go in there. I got a little hoe. I got to hoe all these weeds out. First time's the worst. Once you get first time, it does pretty well. This here cattle panel and this one over here is the one that you'll see my grandson, Owen, taking all of our last year's cucumber vines off of here. He enjoyed that. It got kind of wobbly on him. We had to call him down. He was like a raccoon up in that tree. He was shaking everything up there. So we said, you got to back off a little bit, bud. And this bed, as you can see, it's just got different kind of materials in here that we build this up with. And then we'll put our real good rotten compost over the top about 6 inches deep. Then this one will be ready to plant. And over here, we have strawberries come in every year. And this here is garlic that we seed out every year. And I just cut that off. When you're cooking, you need some garlic in the summer, or this time of year early, when you have nothing else. You can cut these tops off, mince them up, and put them in anything you want to cook with garlic. They got a real mild flavor, though. They don't have a strong, pungent flavor like garlic bulbs. But they got a garlic flavor, and they're really nice to cook with. So today, the plants we brought out, this one's ready. I just got to clean all the weeds out. I use a garden rake, tear them all up. And then we'll probably need this one. We have one more smaller one down there. Now, whether we get all them planted today or I don't know, but them's only 3 beds we got ready at this time. Go. Folks, one of the very important things that farmers used to do years ago, and you can do this in your garden beds. You can either mostly get your garden bed ready in the fall, but in the spring, as early as you can, go in there and tear it up. That's why I like to come in here. This was a month ago I put this in. And then all these weeds that come up first, them's your strongest seeds. They'll come up in the coldest temperature. But by letting them come up and then weeding them, you got rid of a lot of your problems right off the bat. As you can see, look at all the white roots that's in here. And there's a lot you bury the first pass. But them are your strong seeds. Them's the ones that's the healthiest seeds in this box. They'll come up when the weather's way colder than your weaker seeds need. And therefore you destroy them. Oh, and I'd like to give you one more little secret that makes all the difference in the world. When you use a hoe or a rake or anything, you always start. I'll do it over here where you can see it better. I'll tear this up a little bit. You always start closest to you, then you hook it, and then you pull it. You'll see, look at the white roots. But a lot of people I see hoe, they'll go like this, and they'll just go anywhere. Then the only thing you're doing is covering up all these lightly, and the first rain comes along, will wash that off, and they'll be right back. Twice as big and twice as ugly the next time. Always start by you. You can see how that works. All that's going to be pulled away and on top of itself. Yet every root will be tore out. We better plant this bed and get it done for. I get too wore out to do all the rest of these. We'll start with the first step is this box. If you look at this, we even got roots growing right there. So I like to plant them all the way up to where the stalk starts getting bigger, the regular stalk. And then I like to leave a little hole around them where they'll hold water better. All right, the first thing we're going to plant is some bok choy. And these here we could put in this 42-inch bed 3 in a row. That's good enough for these. None of you folks ever tried bok choy. You ought to try it sometime. It kind of grows up, looks like celery. It don't get as tall, but that's what it kind of looks like. Grows like that. Grows really fast. It don't like the heat. You have to plant it early spring or late fall. And another thing you could try is Chinese cabbage. I love both of them a lot. We're in the bed where we're planting our winter onions. And I like to hold them like this. I plant them about 6-7 inches apart. And I just take my finger and I mash it down in the ground a couple inches. When these come up, they get started, we'll come in here and you can cover these with old last year's leaves or your early mowings in the spring. And if you do that, not only do you have to, and so you don't have to weed them anymore, but you got to be careful with onions because if you weed them a little bit too deep, you harm the roots. And then you won't have near as big as onions. And onions love lime and a lot of nitrogen. That's their 2 favorite things to grow great big onions. And the earlier you can plant your onions, the better. You can plant onions outside as soon as the frost. As soon as you can get your green onion sets, you need to start putting them in the ground. Even if you only got a couple inches of frost out of the ground, get them in the ground. The bigger they'll get when you plant them early. Well, folks, once again, I want to tell you I appreciate that you going along with us today. And I know in the spring it's exciting. Planting new plants is exciting. Planting your garden. After a long, hard winter, you look forward to getting out there, enjoying the day, enjoy what you do. And As you can see at the end here, the last thing you want to do is make sure you water your plants thoroughly as soon as you get them planted. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed today and being with us. And I hope that some people will find some very useful tips. And it's our enjoyment and pleasure that we get to spend a day with you. Thank you very much.